Wednesday, August 12th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East along with you. A lot to talk about, kind of wrapping up the activity from yesterday and looking ahead. Let's begin. Banner Elk during the 4 o'clock hour this morning. We have a temperature there at 57 degrees in Banner Elk. That camera courtesy of resortcams.com. And that 57-degree Banner Elk temperature, an indication of drier and cooler air beginning to filter into the region. Now, yesterday it was still very, very humid. Had a high temperature of 90 in Charlotte, 94 in Columbia, 87 degrees the high in Raleigh. Hit 89 in Greensboro, 88 in Winston-Salem, 89 in Reidsville and Burlington too. It was 91 in North Wilkesboro, 91 in Albemarle, 88 in Wadesboro and Monroe, Rockingham 86, Gastonia, Charlotte at 90, 91 yesterday, and Rock Hill 90 in Shelby too. Again, 4 o'clock hour temperatures this morning. 70s, some 60s mixing in, especially the further north and west you go in the region. And changes are underway. Not a lot of indication in the wind when you look at the larger observing sites across the region, but there has been a general trend in getting these winds to kick around out of the northwest here over the past several hours, and the result of that is drier and cooler air beginning to advance on in. Dew points, it's been a subtle change so far, but it will be a big change later, especially noticeable this afternoon as the drier air really takes hold. Dew points down to the 60s, and they'll continue to drop, and I'll show you the dew point forecast here in just a moment. All right, yesterday, this was the radar presentation. Let me kind of expand that view out. And a couple of waves of showers and thunderstorms moved through the region as we went through our Tuesday afternoon and Tuesday evening. Some of these storms were severe. Some of them produced some very heavy rainfall. Let me, first of all, show you the storm report map across parts of the region. And you had a couple of corridors, a couple of axes there of decent thunderstorms. One of those areas of storms that produced some decent amount of wind damage there from southern Virginia, clipping through parts of northern North Carolina. And then you had another corridor storms from Lincoln County toward the Lake Norman area down into parts of Mecklenburg and Union counties. Notice that symbol there around Monroe. A lot of flooding issues in eastern Mecklenburg and parts of Union County. Otherwise, again, off to the west, things were much quieter yesterday than the day before, as the action kind of shifted into our region with the cold front. Now there's your rainfall totals of the past 24 hours. Some folks missed out on the rain. A lot of folks saw a decent amount of rain. And there you go. They had that corridor through the Charlotte metro of over an inch of rain in a lot of spots. And then you had some bullseyes of 3 and 4 inches plus there near the Mecklenburg and Union County line. Just south of Matthews near the 485 corridor down to the 74 corridor, kind of at that intersection, had a tremendous amount of rain. And I'll show you the actual observed rain totals in the rain buckets in just a moment. Further to the north in parts of the Triad area, had over an inch of rain in western Forsyth County, over 2 inches of rain in southern parts of Randolph County, a few 1-inch rain reports there in parts of Alamance and Rockingham counties too. Pretty good little bit of rain on I-40. In eastern Guilford over into parts of Alamance County. And, well, that's actually yesterday's totals. Ignore that. Let me get that out of there. That was the previous day's rain, so that is not correct. But, all right, let me show you what the radar looks like as I'm cutting the video. Again, you're looking at the zone of showers and thunderstorms offshore now as the cold front has continued to progress on through. Tail end of the front still kicking up some activity along the Gulf Coast there near the mouth of the Mississippi River, which were Panama City, seeing some showers and storms early this morning. Look how quiet it is over the Ohio Valley and the Mississippi Valley. That is that much quieter, drier, slightly cooler air that's settling on in. Now again, these are the official observed rain totals across the region. Over 1 inch in Burlington, about a 1/4 inch in Greensboro, over 1/2 inch in Reidsville. Around the Charlotte metro area, only 0.19 of an inch of rain at the Charlotte airport, but look at 2.11 inches there in Monroe, almost an inch in Lincolnton. So that axis of pretty good rain extended, again, from Lincoln County to parts of Mecklenburg County down into Union and southwestern Anson counties. So here we are. Watch what happens with the dew points. They'll drop into the 50s in many North Carolina spots today. And then as we go on through tomorrow and Friday, more often than not, we're looking at dew point temperatures in the 50s. That is a much drier air mass settling on in. And the result of that is going to be a lot of sunshine as we go through the day. Rain chances really relegated to maybe a few showers and storms very close to the coast late today. The interior Carolina's high and dry and looking good temperature-wise too, around 90 maybe in Charlotte or so, thereabouts, mid-80s around the Triad, upper 80s around Raleigh. Now as you get on into tomorrow, there's the high pressure building on in. Probably a little bit cooler tomorrow in some spots. Again, nothing really cool about it, but a decrease in the temperatures and a big-time decrease in the humidity. Friday looks very nice too. No problems whatsoever. There's your Friday highs across the region. The weekend looks good, probably upper 80s and lower 90s, and still manageable levels of humidity for most of the weekend. We do get back into a muggier setup early next work week, especially probably maybe Tuesday and Wednesday, with the chance of some afternoon storms returning. Tropics still quiet. Just no sign of any tropical trouble out there anywhere across the Atlantic Basin. No big issues at all. All right, that is it for today's edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Everybody have a wonderful day, and God bless.